Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. Guys, welcome back and thanks for tuning into this episode of World of Tanks. And it is moi in my setter, the Tier 7 British Light Tank. Remember the British Light Tanks that were also horrible and bad, and they were just a terrible addition to the game? Alright, well, this is the one that you could probably argue needs a little bit of a nerf. The Mana Core obviously needs to not only have two crew members, but that's a whole other subject, and probably needs a little bit more ammo. The rest of them are fine. This one could probably use a bit of a nerf, but I actually like this tank. I'm not saying it's good just because I like it. It's just I do pretty well in it. I like it. I like the play style of the British light tanks. Let's see if we can get a little shot on this guy. There we go. Assassins, and that's what they are, man. Great little guns in general, especially for this tier and the penetration this thing runs around with. At 180 with its standard round and all the way up to 220 with its APCR. It's just a fun little tank. You see I have two marked up. I ran it for my 100 battle challenge, so I just finished my 100 battles in it. Let's see if I can get a shot on this guy. I'm working the middle, spotting, trying to hold down what's going on here. This is an interesting game. I come very close to porking this one away. It ends up being an ace mastery. Like I said, I just finished my 100 battles on it. What I try to do with all of these 100 battle challenge tanks is obviously get them to 100 battles and then at least give you one example of gameplay from it. Now, I have reviewed this tank, so that is out there, but this will be a little bit of gameplay for the setter on the 100 Battle Challenge. So it's fun to burn through it when they start. It's also interesting to come back to them later and see what's going on meta-wise with these tanks. They're not very easy to use, these British light tanks. You got to know what you're doing. You got to be careful. You've got to pick your shots like that. And the long reload is very unscout-like. It means you've got to kind of disappear for a bit. But in the way the game is played meta-wise, as far as the amount of shots you get per second, it works okay, right? I think some light tanks with much faster reloads will entice people to stand in a little too long and maybe get that second shot but eat a return shot. With the Brit light tanks, you really do have to be very careful because they're fragile. They're very fragile. And it just takes a long time for them to reload in general. So it does kind of push you to being a little bit more careful. Now we find this guy over here, the Cheeto. We'll let it zoom in. There we go. Assassins. I can't tell you how many games I have with this tank where I get 3-4 kills on near deads just because I'm around, right? The thing is still alive. It's got great penetration. You're picking off the near deads. You don't have the pew-pew real fast gun. It hits decently hard. So you're very careful, but I just find myself in positions with this tank to take out guys like that all the time. And really that's what you want to do with scouts. Mid to end game, you want to start assassinating the near deads, using mobility, using your vision to start controlling the game. I can see that this guy's coming down. I'm hoping he's going to clear the side, but he doesn't. Got a Leo in the middle, and I'm just trying to control this middle. It's myself and the Cromwell. Things are going okay. We're kind of even. I know there's an IS camping up here somewhere. A little bit worried about that guy. Looking for him. We got the T20. I do run binocs on this. I know a lot of people don't. I like it. Gives me that little extra burn through at times. Got the T85, T3485, and I miss him. He's rocking around. See if we can kill him off. There we go. So there's another little assassination. Only 439 damage, but we've got 3 kills taken out near deads. Just being in the right place. We're going to move over this way because things are not looking really great over there right now. We got the Leo, though. That one goes way off to the upper left. It does zoom in pretty quickly. And based on how long it takes to reload, you're going to be well zoomed in before you shoot. There we go. So we put another plunk onto this guy. See if we can take him out here. One more shot. And, well, we did damage. I think we left him 1 hit point. Did he have 147? I think he did. Oh my gosh. Somehow he got away, disappeared. So we'll just go ahead and leave him for the moment. Head off this away. The T20. What I'm worried about is the T20 coming around the corner. And it's the stair is the only thing that I've got. If you look at it, the stair is the only thing I've got kind of keeping him honest here. So if something comes around or gets into this area and lights me, then all the guys up on this ridge will have shots on me in the middle. So I need to start fading up here to the northwest a little bit. See if I can change this fight. So we'll head over this way. for the moment, the T-20 is kind of the one that's got me concerned. I don't want to try to take him on. I find the KV-2 over here. So we'll come on up and over, and we'll get a little shot on him. There we go. And we're going to stand in. This is probably not a great idea, so I back out. It was just going to take a little too long. And that was a great example right there of other scouts would probably have got another shot in there. So we'll wait, see what he's doing. I think he's looking at me, but I'm not sure. There we, yep, he's sort of looking at me there, but he can't see me, and we'll just assassinate him. We're down to 4 kills. Or up to 4 kills. The artillery is a problem. There it is. Artillery will absolutely wreck these things. Be very careful with, there you go, with the artillery. I can't, I've already used this term. I'm going to say it again. I can't tell you how many times Hummels and GW Panthers have hit me for like 600 damage in this thing and more. So be careful on that. So I know the IS was camping up there. Is he gone? No, he's still up there somewhere. The T-25AT and then the T-20. So there he is. He's still hiding behind that same rock. This game would have gone a lot differently if that IS had actually joined his team and played the tank game that he supposedly was playing. Would have gone a lot better for him. Hard to take out artillery with as little alpha as this thing has. We're going to try to get him. It doesn't quite track him. We do get the damage, but we can't kill him. Artillery coming in from multiple directions. I just don't want to stand in because with the AT-25, the T-25 AT and the IS and 3 artillery, getting spotted and trying to stand in a spot stationary right now is a very bad idea. And I'm getting low on ammo. I think I changed my loadout and got rid of the HE after this battle. I'm not really sure why I was carrying the HE. The HE on this tank is really not that good. Some of the other Brit-Light tanks are pretty good. 175 is not really that much. The penetration's nice. It's not bad for an HE round, but it's only 175 damage on the HE round, which is not that much more really than the 135 from the regular shot. And with the way HE mechanics are, and the amount of times that it lets you down, I feel like probably just getting rid of the HE was a good idea, and that's what I'm going to end up doing. So we'll go ahead and flex. We're going to meta flex. I'm going to swing around this way. The Type 64's kind of got the north side spotted, so I'm going to let him lock down that side and maybe keep him spotted, keep him busy. We'll know if they push up at us. At least he should be able to tell us. I don't know if he's actually up on the edge or maybe hiding from artillery right there. That's going to give me an opportunity to come around here and work with the stair and see if we can't get rid of the Leo. So we can peel the Leo back from the southeast corner, then we can start working further north. But right now we're sort of locked down and we don't have a lot of map control. We come around here and I find the T-20, and then I find the Leo, and somehow he's just staring at that exact spot. It's just amazing. Players will do that, and I get hit pretty hard. So 353 is a lot, and the Leo has that big gun for a tier 7. That really hurt. That seems like a pretty high roll too. I don't know. Geez Louise, 353 from one shot from the Leo. So we'll back out of there. I want to say it's a 300 damage gun. So that was a lot. We find the T-20. Leo's down. That's a good thing. We find the T-20. The stair and I start trying to figure out how we're going to get rid of that guy. And maybe he'll come around the corner here. Hummel gets him. Fantastic. So there we go. T-20 down. But we're still a little bit low on muscle. There goes the T-25 AT. That spins me back around to start trying to deal with this guy if we can. We head up into the bushes here. There we go. The stair takes a piece of him. I'm like, all right, well, what is this guy doing? Can I get to a point where I can shoot him? And it would be super nice if I could do it without him seeing me. Artie goes in. That's good. I need to come up to this bush and spot him again if I can. There we go. So we'll just go ahead and take a shot, and we'll get out. Boom. So a little bit of a double tap. Somebody hit him, I believe, right as I did. It must have been the stair, so we get rid of that dude. That gets me lit. That means I need to go ahead and try to cover up a little bit. Do a little spin around, and holy cow, now we have the A43 up top. And I was thinking, all right, Stair, just hold on, dude. Let me get in here with you. Unfortunately, he pushes ahead a little too much here. And the problem with that is artillery. He is so lightly skinned. Any kind of near miss from artillery is going to do a number on him. So I was hoping he would just wait. He's still kind of pushing here. I know the A44 dude, A43 dude is up here. And he is running back. What we don't want is for him to rejoin with the IS, but it looks more and more like he's going to be able to do that. Probably didn't stop, knowing that we were both up here, and probably rightly understanding that we were more than likely going to come right after him. So he bails. Go by this guy, and then all of a sudden we find the IS is gone around. Unknown how on earth that happened, but it did. And now I'm like, ooh, not good, because boom, the stair just goes down, and now I'm like, well, the double team is now turned into a Guido sandwich, and this is not good, so I'm getting out of here. The IS is behind me. I'm going to have to push this way. I don't really want to take the IS on. I don't have enough firepower to whittle him down, and my reload is so long, he's going to easily get a couple shots in on me before I can take him down. All of a sudden, the Type 64 makes his presence known, and we find some guys, which is fantastic. So I'm just going to come in here, shoot him and dodge, and he misses, thank goodness. And I know the IS has to be on his way at this point. We'll shoot him, and we just don't have the oomph to take the guy down, and I'm hoping the IS doesn't show up and kill me. We get rid of him, that's good. And now it's just a time thing. I have to get rid of this artillery here before the IS shows up. And now I'm thinking, all right, how am I going to handle this stupid IS? Do I go take him on? And I'm thinking about it, kind of driving out in the open. And this was really bad right here. I just don't really play this very well. I drive this way, and I hope to find him kind of crossing across here in the open, maybe worried that he needed to get back, but he doesn't do that. And more than likely, he's assuming he's in pretty good shape because nobody's jumping on the cap, right? So I'm thinking if two of us jumped on the cap right away, it would have been very good. So I'm going to come up here. I see the 64 moving in. I'm thinking, dude, I wish you were not doing that. You're a one-shot to him. You're going to come face-to-face to that guy, face-to-face with that guy on that road, and you're going to have no way to get away. So either going to, boom. So there he is. Even backing up, you're not fast enough. This guy's going to charge in. I'm hoping artillery can do some work on him. There he is. I just can't quite get a shot. Artillery hits him but doesn't do much, and down goes the 64, and that's about the worst case right there. So we didn't put any cap pressure on him. We went in, we lost a scout, and now it's just me and 3 Artie, and I'm thinking, well, geez, this is not great. So I'm going to try to put some cap pressure. I don't like playing it like this. And I pick a bad position to go to. What I'm thinking here is I don't want to let him use any of these bushes and spot me without me seeing him. What ends up happening here, though, which surprised me, I didn't think this was going to be possible, is he's going to come down this ramp right here but be covered up. Enough so that I can't actually see him, and I won't spot him until about here. We're going to speed this up until we see him. We're waiting. We start to get close to winning, and this is what he's doing. He's just waiting. He's probably sitting up there behind there he is, and he shows up. Now, I make a huge mistake here. He hits me. I shoot. Unfortunately, I bounce, which really sucked. He hits me, and I sort of just sit here. The second I saw him, I should have charged him and looked to start circling. So I try to go for a track, which doesn't happen. Now I'm sort of sitting behind these things, which is not going to matter. And I bounce, and I knock it down, and then boom, takes me out. And a complete and total misplay on my part. We're going to let this play out because it's now the 1 IS. The M12 is out in the middle, and I thought, well, that's a terrible play, dude. I don't know if you noticed, and I didn't talk about it. He was moving earlier. I wish he'd been stationary because I don't know if he actually got a shot on the IS based on his movement, but check this out. He's sitting there. he's sitting there. And the IS, of course, the IS probably has no idea that an Artie is sitting out here in the middle of the ice. People are clicking on it. Hey, go look for him, because that's the way he was headed, down the hill right there. He's probably trying to go towards the Arties, maybe seeing if he can just somehow get all 3 of them dead. So I'm just watching this and wondering, well, that's a bummer. We got 25 seconds. What's going to happen here? Are we going to somehow get a miracle? And then there he is. He gets spotted. He gets spotted. Oh my gosh. Boom. Oh, that was great, man. Amazing, actually. Good on him. I've got 1,000 860 or so, 1,294 assists and 7 kills. I was trying to get to that 8th kill and completely misplayed the end of it. So when that IS showed up, I should have gone right at him and then started trying to circle him, try to keep his turret off of me as best as possible. I don't think I would have been able to gun him down. The better position, as I look at it, would have been way to the right, the edge closest to the pit right here, so when he showed up I could just dive down and run away, and at least make it a bit of a Benny Hill kind of situation there, make him chase me and maybe be able to get away, keep him spotted, have the arty work on him, all that good stuff. So despite my terrible, horrendously bad misplay at the end, both me and the other scout, but especially me, we come up with a win because this arty actually moved forward. So good on Satan Sauce, whatever that guy's name is, for actually helping us make that happen. Because had he been sitting back on the cap at the other two arty, we'd have never got that spot. And that IS is probably bumming. He's probably like, oh man, how... it's good stuff. All right, so there you go. The setter. It's a tank I actually like. I think this ends up being one of my... It's definitely my highest kill game, not my highest damage game on this. Enjoyed that 100 battle challenge for sure, so I hope you like what you saw there. Hope you learned something along the way. Try out the British light tanks. They're actually not as bad as people say. I'm not going to tell you they're the greatest lights ever, but they're kind of fun. It's a different kind of play style. If you like what you saw, throw me a subscribe, follow, all that kind of good stuff. If you're looking for ways to help the channel, you can find those down in the description, and we will see ya.